Get ready. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey, Ben. There are, as far as I know, there's like 7 wonders of the world. Is that right? Something like that. You got the Hanging Gardens of Babylon, the pyramids, the Great Pyramids, the Great Wall of China. I don't know. There's
Denny's,
you know. But if you were to think of like the most miraculous thing that you can think of, one of the true wonders of the world, what's the first thing that comes to your mind?
Steven Seagal's hair.
I can't agree more. There is nothing. Bing. There is nothing that's more miraculous than Steven Seagal's hair. You know, if you watch over the years, he has this thick, bushy mane, this amazing coif on top of his head, and then it starts to kind of recede, you know. And it's kind of like his hairline is doing this. It's kind of going at this angle. Well, I got that beat. His hairline is like going this as his star power is kind of going this way. So there's kind of like this point where like all of a sudden, you know, his hair, he should have my hairstyle, but all of a sudden it takes it down and it just goes straight up. And then he has this widow's peak. I don't mean to flip off all our folks here. It's just this super pronounced widow's peak that just goes back like this, that I shit you not, I think is actually made out of titanium.
It's absolutely jet black also.
There is not Steven Seagal is 103 years old, okay? And he has titanium hair that is jet black.
It is like a black hole. The light does not escape.
It is amazing. Oddly enough, it looks remarkably like Gene Simmons' hair. I don't know how that worked out.
I think he looks, what I think of when I see that hairstyle, I think of Eddie Munster. Remember Eddie Munster?
I do.
It is basically, we'll put a picture up and we're going to compare them. And it's basically the same hairstyle and he's perfected it. And it's bizarre. Just put your mic like, just do like this. remember very like when music videos first came out and people weren't really good at lip syncing and the music videos would like have the singer behind the microphone. Yeah, like that. Oh, wow, 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 wow. And you wouldn't see their face.
Just for those of you at home who are having trouble syncing your audio, just don't worry about it. Everything's fine. That's why they wear burqas in Afghanistan.
We're not going to do religious stuff, okay?
What?
Yeah. So, hey, listen, I'm all warmed up. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. So I want to tell you a story about talking about how I'm a jerk. So I had a boss going back about 10 years ago who I no longer work for.
Uh-huh.
And we used to prank him, let's say.
Right.
And so I'm just going to run down the various ways that we pranked this guy. And he was a good guy, but he was an older guy and we used to like twist his tail a little bit. And some of them I found amusing. We had some software that we would use, network control software, and it allowed you to send anonymous messages. So whenever I saw that he was using the software, I would send a message so it would pop up on his screen. It'd be like a pop-up message, and it would always say, "Warning, porn detected," in all caps every time. And he wouldn't know who sent it. Just like, like why would his employees send him this message? But it happened. So I would always try and figure out when he had somebody in his office with him, and I would send him the messages. That's awesome. He also sometimes we would have meetings and things, and we'd go out to a bar afterwards. So one time, it was during the meeting, actually, we were in some kind of training session or something. So I was looking for things to do. So I picked up his phone, and this is back when we had Nextels, the things that you chirp, burp, whatever. Yeah. And so I changed my phone number to be, we had this real jerk vice president. And so I changed it so that when I chirped him on the Nextel, my name would show up as the vice president's name. So we waited until we were like really good, and we were all pretty well soaked at this bar, and waited till he went in the bathroom, and then I like alerted him with the vice president's name, and then he comes out of the bathroom. He's like, guys, I make an important phone call, and then he ended up calling the VP. And the VP's like, what do you want? Like, didn't you call me? No. So yeah, so we were kind of a jerk. But I think the best, the fondest memory that I have is, again, we're at this training session. I guess we went to a lot of training sessions, and I was always kind of looking for something to do. So there was a fax machine outside the the training session, and so I set the fax machine to call him. And so during the meeting, like every 5, and we'd call him, he would pick it up, hello. And it would be like the fax machine noise, it's trying to sync up. And what the hell is this? And he'd hang it up. So what I didn't realize is that the fax machine would keep trying to call him like for a long time. It kept doing it. It kept doing it. And meanwhile, a bunch of us in the meeting knew what was going on. And, every time his phone rang, what the hell is this? Oh, shit. We're like trying to stop from laughing. And the funniest part was the fax machine was right outside the meeting room they were in. Like, it was like, if you walk out of the meeting room, it was right there. And he never put 2 and 2 together that this thing was like, and he was getting all, so we were like suggesting, like, he goes, somebody keeps trying to fax me. I'm like, oh, it must be those guys down in the data center. They're always messing with you. And he went down there. He accused him of doing it and everything. I never told him. But we're like, the fax machine is right outside the fucking meeting room, and he never caught on to it. Oh, it was so funny. I don't remember what the training was even about, but I remember that prank was so funny.
That's awesome.
There you go.
You just send him a cookie bouquet.
I used to work at this building. It was a data center. Yeah, whatever. So here's my story. I used to work at this building. It was a data center. And there was like the technical staff, the geeky guys. And then there was the staff that took care of all the air conditioners and stuff. And there was this one guy who was, a maintenance mechanic. He was a big guy, He was a big guy. He was not super healthy. You could see he wasn't missing many meals.
Right.
There were not a lot of bathrooms in this place.
Oh no.
And there were single stall bathrooms. So like you would go in there and there was just one toilet and that's it. The door locked and everything. You go in there and read your magazine or whatever. This guy was notorious. If you so you would go into this bathroom, and it was like eating a Wendy's hamburger right in the face. You would go in there after this guy, and it was like the food wasn't even digested. It would just be like, it was so thick. The air was, how they have like humidity levels, the weather forecast and stuff. This is like 99% humidity Wendy's. It was like, it was like a Wendy's double, like a Baconator, and it hit you in the face. And it was this guy. It must have just like gone through him, and maybe it came out as pores or something. And you would not use that bathroom for a while, and it took a long time to air out. I don't know. Maybe the guy got fired eventually. I don't know why, but
probably pooping by the fax machine.
I don't know, man. But you would go open that door up, and it was like, you would just turn right. You could not be in there. It would smother you. It was like a blanket, like a wet blanket over your face. And that's like particles like that. When you smell stuff, that's actually like little particles in the air.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was brutal, man. You would just.
So that's when you quit eating Wendy's?
I like Wendy's. Wendy's is good, but my body digests the food. This guy, he would eat it, and it would come out like, it would just like chew. Like, imagine you just put it in your mouth, and if you just put it in your mouth and chewed it and then just spit it out into the toilet, that's what it smelled like. It was so nasty.
Oh, I
just want to share that with you.
Thank you so much. That will help with my dieting in the future. And it'll also keep me from going to any bathrooms in New Jersey. Between the Wendy's poop smell and the masturbation, I'm just not going.
Yeah, there's a lot of nasty stuff going on in these bathrooms around here. Hey, you want to watch me chug some vodka?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Straight to the AA meeting.
Woo. Wow. Oh.
That's good vodka.
Wow.
All right, man. That's it. That's all I got.
All right. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Thanks for watching.
Check you out.
And if you made it this long, like and subscribe. Bye, everybody. Bye.